You just graduated from university, thinking about a new startup, and got an excellent idea. You have prepared a business plan. According to your plan, you need to invest $50,000 in your business. Within a year, you can expect a profit of $400,000. But there is a 50-50 chance that you may lose all of your investment money and gain nothing. Your business plan is so robust that one of your friends proposed to buy out the business plan from you for $5,000. The condition is that you won't execute that plan. Instead, your friend will do that. Your friend will invest his money and take the risk. You merely get a certain $5,000 for giving up the business opportunity. What do you think? Will you give up the business opportunity for that $5,000? If yes, then in economics terms, this $5,000 is the certainty equivalent for this uncertain activity. Therefore, certainty equivalent is the amount of money that is equivalent in your mind to a given situation that involves uncertainty. Say you are not convinced with that selling price for your business plan, but you don't know exactly what should be the right price to sell out your business plan. Perhaps you should ask for more than $5,000. How can you figure it out? Is there any way to find that number mathematically? Yes! We have learned that utility function maps a real-world value to a satisfaction level. If you can model your utility function for monetary gain from a risky investment, like this one, then using that utility function, you can calculate your certainty equivalent. Say your utility function is u of x, where x is the real-world monetary gain from a risky investment. Based on that utility function, if we apply the formula of expected value, we can find the expected utility, or EU, as shown here. Once you get the expected utility, you need to find the inverse function of your utility function and pass the expected utility value to that inverse function. By doing so, you'll get the certainty equivalent. The certainty equivalent formula looks like this. If you are not familiar with these math expressions, please do not worry at all. The SpiceLogic decision tree software will take care of the calculation part for you. Let's say you modeled your utility function using the SpiceLogic decision tree software like this. We get the utility function value equals 0.5. So the inverse function for input 0.5 is $60,000. So your certainty equivalent for this uncertain investment should be $60,000, not $5,000. You should ask for $60,000 from your friend for selling out the business plan according to the given utility function. Let's use the decision tree software for certainty equivalent calculation. Click Setup Criteria. Then choose the Regular Analysis button. Select Maximize in the drop-down box and enter Money in the Bank in the text field. Then click Proceed. Click the Numerical Type button. Enter the minimum and maximum possible value of the money in the bank from this decision context. Enter minimum equals minus $50,000 and maximum equals $400,000. Set unit equals $, or any currency you prefer. That unit value has no impact on the calculation. It is just for the display purpose. Check the box, I want to use utility function, then proceed. Here is the utility function editor. You can double-click on the chart panel to add a utility point. Using the mouse, drag and move a utility point in any direction you want. Add some utility points according to your level of satisfaction on various amounts of money in the bank. Now, let's go back to the decision tree. Start with a decision node. Let's make a decision tree as we discussed earlier. Now, expand the Options Analyzer tab. Within the Options Analyzer, you will see a section named Metric Selection. Expand that tab. Within that metric selection panel, check the checkbox Certainty Equivalent. From the Certainty Equivalent chart, you can see that the Certainty Equivalent value for Execute Business Plan option is $60,000, which is close to what we saw on the utility chart. From the Certainty Equivalent chart, we can see that the Certainty Equivalent for Executing Business Plan is much higher than the value for selling out the business at $5,000. So, if you stick to the same utility function, then you should not sell out the business plan. You can sell it if you can get almost $60,000 for the idea. So we have learned what Certainty Equivalent is and how this concept can help us make a rational decision. For any questions, please feel free to contact us at spicelogic.com/helpdesk. Thank you for watching.